Anything else you want to say to your fans, man?
Man, shout out to DONTAE'S Boxing Nation. You know, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, Earl Spence Jr., my whole name, and just look out for me.
DONTAE'S Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? I'm going to tell you right now, and this is not the first time I've said this, but it's starting to seem like 2017 can possibly go down as one of the greatest years in boxing in quite some time. I said the same thing in 2016, but 2017 is shaping up to be even bigger than 2016. And, you know, the news just keeps rolling in. Great news keeps rolling in. I just reported the other day that Jamal Charlo is moving up to the middleweight division. Now, there's no guarantee that he's going to face, you know, Golovkin this year. But that's just great news, you know, the fact that he's moving up to middleweight, because we know what the possibilities are since the middleweight division is such a weak division. With that all being said, I want to talk about this great news, which is Artur Beterbiev has accepted Barrera's challenge and will fight Barrera in his own adopted backyard, which is Miami, Florida. This is huge, guys, and I give a lot of credit to Artur Beterbiev, because I'm not going to lie. It seemed at first like Beterbiev was avoiding Sulliavn Barrera when he kept saying that, you know, because at first he kept saying that he wants to only fight Barrera in Canada. But Beterbiev, he knew that Barrera couldn't fight in Canada because of visa issues. So now they decide to have the fight in Barrera's backyard. And Artur Beterbiev, he really steps his game up. Quote, "The bout has been scheduled for April 21st, 2017 in Miami. I know that my opponent lives and trains in Miami, such that the arena will be crammed full of his fellow compatriots. For the most important fight in my professional career to date. However, this does not bother me at all, because I firmly believe that a real sportsman who wishes to reach the top must be ready to fight in any environment and in any condition." End quote. I completely agree. All of the greatest, you know, fighters, they fought in all different type of environments. A lot of fighters today, they're so used to maybe fighting on the West Coast. For example, they never really fought on the East Coast where they may get booed. A lot of fighters, you have some fighters that aren't used to being booed, and they buckle under pressure. Psychologically, it affects them. Other fighters, like a Floyd Mayweather, who's used to being booed, he's used to being cheered. You know, a lot of fighters are not used to that, is the point that I'm making. For some fighters, that actually can be an advantage or a disadvantage when you have a fight in your own hometown. In this case, Barrera, he has the home court advantage. But at the same time, like I said, it can be a disadvantage because there's so much pressure on him to perform well. And on the other hand, this may actually motivate Artur Beterbiev because he sees people rooting against him, and that just encourages him and motivates him to fight even harder. I think this is what we seen in the Sergey Kovalev fight. When Sergey Kovalev was fighting against Andre Ward, and Kovalev, he heard all the people booing him, I think that really fired up Sergey even more in that fight. So we may see a little bit of the same in this fight. So you know, I'm really looking forward to watching this fight. April 21st in Miami is going down. Another great addition to 2017 when it comes to all the great fights. I will be doing a breakdown prediction video on this fight as well. Also, I want to remind you guys to tune in to Monday's live radio show right here on DONTAE'S Boxing Nation at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. I'm supposed to be having a special guest in the studio, but I want to make sure he's going to be in before I confirm it. But it should be a great show. We're going to have a whole lot to talk about. So go ahead and tune in. You guys can also call in if you want to join the conversation. All right? The phone number will be on the screen when we have the live show. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
This is Bobby, and you're watching DONTAE'S Boxing Nation.